Hi, I'm Bill from CJ Pony Parts. Most of us can hear a Mustang coming down the road long before we can even see it. These days, an off-road pipe and Flowmasters are probably more common than a stock exhaust system. Our 2003 Cobra is actually 100% stock with the exception of a set of welded-in Flowmasters. So today, we're going to remove the factory H-pipe and replace it with this high-flow BBK unit to give our Mustang that classic sound. BBK's X-Pipe comes as a three-piece modular design, making it a lot easier to install. You have your main X-Pipe here, and the front two pipes disconnect to install on the Mustang. All four bungs for your O2 sensors are already installed as well. The only thing you'll need for installation is a new gasket for the passenger side. Before the installation, we'll start it up to give you an idea of the sound clip ahead of time. Keep in mind the only modification currently is a set of Flowmasters. Sounds pretty good. We're expecting some nice gains with our X-Pipe. For this installation, you'll need a jack and jack stands or lift, half-inch ratchet, 15mm deep socket, 15mm shallow socket, swivel, an assortment of extensions, 3/8 ratchet, 15mm socket, 14mm socket, 15mm wrench, hammer, oxygen sensor or 7/8 wrench, flashlight, and safety glasses. To remove our factory pipe, we'll have to remove 2 nuts off each of these ends here, and 2 nuts on each side at the front, plus disconnect our oxygen sensors. These sensors will be able to disconnect from here. We'll actually have to get the pipe down to be able to reach the ones on the top because they're pretty much near the top of your transmission. We're going to start with the passenger side. It's the more difficult of the one to get to. If you look, you can see the stud with the nut all the way up past our oxygen sensor wire. There's one on the top and one on the bottom. You will need extensions as well as a swivel to get to these. Driver's side's a little easier to get to. You can at least sort of see what you're doing here. Now we're going to remove the nuts on the back of the studs here so we can separate our factory H-pipe from our flow tubes. Now we'll tap the flanges to separate. Start by disconnecting the driver's side sensor so you can reach that one a little bit easier. There we go. Get disconnected. Lower down our factory H-pipe. Spray some blaster on these to get them off. Now we're going to remove the sensor so we can transfer them to our new pipe. They are location specific, so wherever you take them off at, you want to make sure you put them on the new pipe in the same location. We're going to start with the flange for the passenger side. BBK provides a little anti-seize packet with their hardware. You want to put a couple dabs on the oxygen sensor before you reinstall it. We're going to remove our original gasket and place it with our new pipe. Start by putting our new gasket up into place. Put our sensor back in. Start by connecting the second part of our pipe to our factory exhaust. You'll want to start by lining up the passenger pipe. The reason we start with this one is this pipe is fixed. You really can't adjust it because the flange is flat. So you want to adjust this and move it so this pipe lines up. If this one is not lined up afterwards, the front pipe is a ball and flange, so we'll have a little bit of adjustment. We can loosen it up and line it up with this pipe here. Now you can see this one's off a little bit, so we're going to loosen this pipe up, kind of center it a little bit more, and then tighten it back up. Now we'll start tightening up the back of our X-Pipe where it connects to our mufflers. Now we'll tighten up the clamps. The last step is to plug in our oxygen sensors. When you're taking the cats off the car, you will have to turn the O2 sensors off in some way. If you're using MIL eliminators, this is where you'd install them. If you're not, you can turn off with a tuner, which is what we're going to do with our car. We'll use a zip tie to just tie these up out of the way. And our installation is finished. Let's see how it sounds with our new X-Pipe. A lot more aggressive, just what we were expecting. Getting rid of our clogged stock cats in favor of the BBK X-Pipe really woke up our 03 Cobra. Installation should take you no more than around an hour, so you'll be back on the road in no time.